Hey everyone, today we're going to go through the pros and cons of going on a maiden or inaugural voyage of your favorite new cruise ship. Let's go check it out. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go through all the pros and cons of going on a maiden or inaugural voyage of a brand new cruise ship. With 2024 right around the corner, a bunch of new cruise ships are coming out. We got MSC World America, we have Disney Treasure, we have Icon of the Seas, we're going to have Star of the Seas, Celebrity Excel, we're going to have Aqua by NCL. We got Viva that just came out by NCL. We have Celebrity Ascent. We have all these crazy new ships that are coming out. Is it a good idea to go on a maiden voyage or the inaugural cruise? So let's go through some of the pros first. First pro is you have a brand new facility, right? It's a brand new, amazing cruise ship. No one slept in those beds yet. No one has played craps in the casino. No one has put their hands all over the food in the buffet yet. All of the fun things of being the first one on the ship to be able to use some of the amenities, that's really cool. I love that. Number two, you have exclusive experiences. So they're going to have ceremonies. They're going to have maybe special entertainment. I know on Prima, went on the Prima trips, they had Kelly Clarkson and they had a bunch of other, Katy Perry and a bunch of other people showing up. When they do some of the godparent ones, they have Pitbull there. They have different people showing up. Then they have all these fun ceremonies. It's the first time you're going to a lot of the different islands with that ship, so they're going to get plaques. You're going to have maybe the CEO of the cruise line on there or special guests, different things like that. They're going to give out maybe some swag, right? Maybe you'll get like a fun new mug or something from that journey. So those are cool. Next up is bragging rights. Everybody wants to be first, right? It's the reason that people wait in line for Apple products or tickets to a show or being the first one that knows about a specific artist or someone. We all want those bragging rights of being able to say, I was the first person on that cruise ship. I love that. I totally get it. Next up, the potential for special offers. We talked a little bit about swag. Maybe there's some commemorative gifts that they're going to give away. Maybe you get something that says Maiden Voyage or inaugural trip or something. Who knows? God knows what they could give away. Next and the last pro is maybe you get like some really, really good service from the crew. So they're going to be extra attentive and enthusiastic. It's the first time sailing. You're the first group of customers that are on the ship. So maybe you're going to roll into this brand new territory and you're going to get awesome, awesome service. Those are most of the pros that I can think of going on an inaugural voyage. So let's talk about the cons. So this is the reason that maybe you shouldn't book an inaugural or a maiden voyage. Number one, the cost. It's going to be super expensive. We saw it with Icon. It's actually probably more expensive now to go on Icon than it was for the inaugural. But initially, the first few months of any cruise, even the first couple years at this point, are very expensive. So being the first will come at a cost. Next up, there are potential for delays or issues. We saw it happen with Brilliant Lady on Virgin. We were booked in April. Ship was supposed to come out in December. We were booked in April and they canceled our sailing. So you have a little bit of like, who knows what's going to happen, right? There's some, idea or there's some chance that your cruise could get canceled. Your cruise could be delayed. They might all in all just shift you to another ship, or that you may not be able to go at all. So those are things to be aware of. Number two, they're going to be working out the kinks. So we talked about great service. You might have some areas where you don't get really good service at all. They may not have their process down of getting to the tables quickly for service or getting you into an event, or maybe the shows aren't ready yet. Sometimes when they launch a ship, the Broadway show isn't ready if they have one. Maybe if you're on Icon, maybe the Aqua Theater show isn't ready for production yet. So there could be things, some restaurants might not be open. There might not be an escape room if there's supposed to be one. These are all things that I remember have happened recently in the past few years that may dissuade you from booking a maiden voyage. The next one is it might be really crowded, which most cruises are now, and media presence. So, one of the things that I look at when going on an inaugural is, do I really want to be on a ship? This is funny since we do content, but do I really want to be on a ship with a bunch of content creators? Right? Because then everywhere you go, it's like people walking around with giant cameras and trying to get selfies and the best video of everything. So, do you really want to be kind of part of that experience as well? Which really does put people off sometimes. And then the last one for not booking it is you don't have any feedback. There's no reviews. You're not sure of how nice the ship is. You're not sure how it's going to compare to some of the other ships that maybe you love or maybe that you've been on before. So that's a really good reason, again, not to go on a maiden or inaugural voyage. So let's talk about how do we make a decision to book it or not book it and get the most out of it. So number one, research. There's so many great YouTube channels now on cruising. There's so many great blogs out there that are going to give you a lot of information about the ship and the itinerary. And with most major cruise lines, you could follow along with the construction. They're going to let you know way in advance if things are ready or not yet. So that is one really good tip. The next tip is set your expectations properly. If I'm going on a maiden voyage or the inaugural of a cruise, I have an expectation of having an open mind. I know that things are probably going to change. Something's not going to go the way it was supposed to go. I try to keep that in mind for every vacation or every cruise that I go on, knowing that, like, okay, we're on basically a moving little city. There are going to be things that break or don't work, or something's not going to go right. An excursion's going to get canceled. We were recently on NCL Escape and Choir Man couldn't go because of the weather. Those things are going to happen. You have to have an open mind and be quick to be able to say, okay, I can change and do something else. As far as booking, I would recommend booking through a travel agent. Obviously, we're travel agents, so we're going to recommend that. But there is no cost to book through a travel agent, and they're going to really be up. Hopefully, you got to book a good travel agent. They're going to be up on everything that's going on with those ships and those cruises, and they're going to be able to quickly help you pivot if necessary and just give you all of the information up front so that you feel really prepared and competent and okay to go on or not go on those cruises. So there you have it. Those are some tips, pros and cons, and how to plan if you're going to do a maiden or inaugural voyage. Thank you so much for watching. We would love for you to subscribe. We put out a brand new video every single day, trying to give you the best information possible about cruising so that you can plan and go on an amazing cruise vacation. Once again, thanks so much, and we will see everybody tomorrow. Bye.